Hey all, this is Tiana, and I'm going to tell you a story of my worst date ever. And that was with a narcissist. This is a story when I had completed my MBA and I went to the American Embassy for an internship. Along with me, my 3 friends had joined the American Embassy. As we all 4 were far away from home, so we rented a 4 BHK flat in an apartment near to our embassy and stayed together. From my college days, I had a habit of jogging early morning in a park. My other 3 friends were lazy who just keep snoozing until 9 AM. So my daily routine started. Every morning I used to go for jogging and then to the embassy. One morning while jogging, I saw a man who was alone laughing loudly in the park. I got amused and stopped running. Out of curiosity, I went to him and said, "Is everything okay with him? Why is he laughing alone?" He said, "Everything is fine, but one should laugh aloud every day because it reduces one's stress hormones." That sounds amazing, and I also started laughing along. I was laughing like a crazy, closing my eyes. And when I opened my eyes, that guy was missing and other people were watching me out. I felt embarrassed and I walked away. Next day, as usual, I was jogging in the park and I saw the same man again laughing alone. I stared at him angrily and I walked away. The entire day was very hectic for me and I was tired too, working late. I planned to order pizza after returning home. When I reached the gate of my society, I was shocked to see that man standing there. And the most shocking thing was that he was talking to a flower. Again, looking at him doing weird things, I couldn't stop myself. I asked him, "Are you crazy that you were talking to a flower?" He replied that maybe I seem to talk to a flower, but my puppy is hiding behind the bushes and is not ready to come out. Holy crap, not again! Why am I getting a fool of myself? I was feeling embarrassed, awkward to see him. My eyelids were just looking at my toes. And then I felt him lifting my chin upwards. I slowly moved my eyesight towards him. He gave me a cute smile and swiftly grabbed my waist and kissed me. Oh my goodness, that was pleasurable. Now I began to blush. He introduced himself as Finial, and that incident was enough for us to date. Yeah, we started dating, and he seemed amazing to me. He was humorous and admiring. He showed me lovely gestures, such as he bought me a Cadbury Silk every time we meet up, as I love eating chocolates. He sang a song for me and writes a poem on me. It was amazing. He never made me feel that I am wrong. He made me assuming that I am perfect and I never do wrong. Though I used to throw anger on him, lose patience and fight on small things. After a few months, I started finding his other face. Then I doubt if he truly loved me or just dating to show off in front of his friends. For instance, one day we were invited to the party by his friend and I wore a beautiful black dress. But he made take off same and asked me to wear skinny jeans and a green tank top. I was enraged, but I did it anyway. Finial was also very dramatic when we were around other people. He always tried to grab everyone's attention. One night we were in a group of friends and one of my friends was talking. That time Finial turned on music on high volume and started dancing on the street. Next time, my best female friend and I were chit-chatting down to our apartment. We were talking about something girly and he falls on his buttocks onto the ground. Another time, we all friends were at the pub and he took off all his clothes. After a while, my best friend said that maybe he was a narcissistic. A narcissistic? What is that? I googled the term and found its definition. Grabbing others' attention, extreme feelings of jealousy, an expectation of special treatment, exaggerating achievements, talents, and importance, extreme sensitivity, difficulty maintaining healthful relationships. All the characteristics seemed to fit his behavior. I confirmed with Finial about his personality disorder. He admitted that he is a narcissistic. Still, I gave 2 more months to him and tried my best to get him out from what he is suffering from. But his behavior was getting worse day by day, and for me, it was very difficult to accept. Hence, I broke up our relationship. I wanted to be the way I am and couldn't show off as my boyfriend wanted. But I learnt from this incident, and now I will make sure to know in and out about the guy before starting any relationship. If you also have such experiences in the past, you can share it in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked my story. Subscribe to this channel to watch more such videos, and press the bell icon for more updates.
Hi, I'm Harry. Twice the experience of my relationship went bad. In both of my serious relationships, I got cheated on. My first relationship started when I got married to Suzanne at the very young age of 20 years old. Suzanne and I were studying in the same university. Not just classmates, but we were both the best of friends. I was popular in bunking classes, sitting idle or roaming around in the university campus, singing and doing a rap. For doing all of this, she was my best company. Singing was our passion, and we never needed a reason to sing. Just a mood made both of us sing. Time passed by, and gradually we had fallen in love, where we used to sing, "You Got a Friend in Me." Now we love singing, "Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you." And soon, without completing our studies, we got married. We were both enjoying our life, and for surviving, we planned to do recording in our flat. We bought a mic, speakers, amplifiers, and built a small recording studio in our flat. We took freelancing work for voiceover, and we earned a good amount of money for it. Our freelance work took both of us to another level, and after 2 years, we both saw financial growth. Setting up a huge sound studio needs a good investment, and this time we were capable to bear all the funds. No sooner, we purchased a new office near our apartment, bought and installed the music system and all the required sound accessories. After completing all the setup, we hired 2 boys, Calvin and John, as co-workers, and our work started. We all worked full-time, but did fun stuff and partied too. Everything was going cool, and after 6 months, I got even more great news. Suzanne was expecting a baby. What a remarkable day it was. I was blessed and I was loving life. God showered happiness on me until one day. 8 months passed by and Suzanne carried our baby safely until then. Then one day, as usual, I left for the studio. Suzanne was home along with our housemaid. Suzanne was dusting the staircase and accidentally she slipped and fell down. She got faint on the spot. Our maid was in the kitchen, and because of the sound Suzanne made when she fell, she went out to see what happened. She was shocked looking at Suzanne lying on the floor. She immediately took her to the couch, called me, and then called the ambulance. We rushed to the hospital, and Suzanne was taken to the operation theater. I was wrecked and worried for my wife, and for the baby too. I was praying that both of them should be safe, but unfortunately, I got the news that we lost our baby. I was disheartened, but I kept myself calm because I didn't want to make Suzanne more sad. I went to see Suzanne when she was unconscious and wasn't aware of who was around her. Her eyes were closed and she was chanting, "Calvin, Calvin." I was confused initially, but later I realized that Calvin is the boy who works in my studio. After a while, she woke up and asked me about our baby. But at the moment I was thinking, why was she talking about the name Calvin? I wanted to know the truth. So rather than telling her about the baby, I directly questioned her about Calvin. "What is going on between you and Calvin?" She said, "Calvin and I? Are you mad?" I told her that she was chanting Calvin's name when she was unconscious. She panicked and began to sob. She said that she was dating Calvin from the last 2.5 years, and the baby who got miscarried is actually his and not mine. I felt cheated. I had no words and just went away, leaving my wife behind. I got a divorce with her and broke off the relationship clean and kept myself busy with work. I also removed Calvin from the job and hired more new people. We started taking more projects, and I did promotion of my work to most of the social media sites. I even made the advertisement and sold it to the advertisers. It took me a year to come out of my marriage incident. Then one day, I received an email from Rose. She was looking for a sound studio for designing some of her videos. We met to get the deal finalized. She was tall, beautiful, and hot in figure. She wanted to get 30 videos of hers designed within 3 months, and she was ready to pay a huge amount for the same. We got the deal done, and all my co-workers worked day and night to complete the project. I was planning to buy a car, and the amount of money which I was supposed to get from this project was sufficient. I started meeting with Rose frequently for the same project, and gradually the professional meetup changed to personal. I shared my personal problems of my wife with her. We started hanging around often and soon started dating each other. I was enjoying her company a lot. Our relationship got stronger, and I could blindly trust her. Days passed by, and finally, all her video designs were completed. Rose was thrilled with the work. She asked me to give her all the music files and the hard disk, but one of my co-workers said that we can't provide all the files and that she'd need to pay us first. Rose looked at me and said, "Oh dear, don't spoil my plan. Tomorrow we're going for a romantic date. I'll give you your payment there along with the surprise." I was ecstatic to know that tomorrow was a big day. I started dreaming about my future with her, and my senses weren't working, and I let her take the hard disk. The next day, I went to said location. She had invited me to a hotel, and the seats were already reserved. I sat on the chair and was waiting for her. She was late, so I called her, but her phone wasn't connecting. Then a waiter came along with a glass of wine. He served me the glass and gave me a note. I surprisingly opened the note to find, "Thanks, honey, for the sounds. You did a fabulous job. And your surprise is that I have left town. Enjoy the wine, Dumbo." My mind was just not ready to accept that, but the fact was, even she cheated on me. Just to get all the video done for free, she played with me. How could she do that? All girls are the same. They have no feelings. I feel like I can't trust anybody now. I don't know whether I'll ever be able to trust anyone. I visited a psychologist and took some therapy so that I can relax my mind. Nowadays, I just remain confused, and it's become difficult for me to make any decision in my life. Kindly suggest for me what I should do in the comment box. If you've also had an experience in the past or any suggestions which will be helpful for me, then kindly share it in the comment section below. Subscribe to this channel to watch more such videos in the future.